It's wonderful to see you again, my friend, but I really wish the king would find someone else to serve as a messenger. I have so many other talents that could greatly benefit Orsinium.
What does the king need this time?
I have no idea. Although I did hear something or other about a moot of some kind. I suppose the best way to find out is to go and see the king.
Where does he want to see me?
In the throne room, up at the keep. Hopefully he won't be in too foul of a mood when you get there. He seemed out of sorts when I told him this was the last message I was going to deliver. Either he finds something else for me to do, or I'm leaving.
Well, he's always in a bit of a mood. I guess I'll go and see the king.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife.
My condolences, but King Kurag sent me to speak with the chief.
Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge.
What do you mean?
Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
That didn't go too well.
Rotten luck, Chief. Rotten luck. Don't see many new faces at Chateau Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with a giant's club a short while ago. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left.
How's the chief doing?
Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Chatul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good contender for chief. I want to prevent that.
What do you have in mind?
We know which giant smashed the chief. I want to return the favor. That'll show the clan I'm a good contender, which would help keep the clan together. Thing is, I'm no tracker. Care to help me find the bastard?
Alright, let's find the giant.
I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where Urkael the Cleaver's tracks begin. Don't know why we call him that. He carries a club.
I'll meet you where the tracks begin. Wherever that is.
I heard the battle in the fevered muse was...
All right, let's find Urkael the Cleaver.
So he's over here somewhere. Whatever they are.
All right. I think we lost the trail. I'll head back to Chateau.
We've lost the trail. We lose the trail. There wasn't a trail.
Let's find Urkael the Cleaver.
I'm trying. Going around in circles. For a big campsite, that's where they need to hang in. Nothing over there.
find Urkale the Cleaver.
Well, it said crouch to see the trail. Just crouch. I don't see a trail. Let's go back to the camp. Oh no, apparently it's up there now. Look, the ring got small. There he is. Alright, we good? Let's get back.
Listen, we both know you're the one who avenged the chief. Happy I could land a few good smacks. I'll tell Zara when she's back. You deserve the credit.
Does that cause problems with becoming chief?
That's up to the clan. I'm only doing it because Shatul needs a chief. Can't say I enjoy staking a claim while my friend is dying in that tent. I'm not so sure I want to be chief again.
Wait, you were chief? Chief of what?
Small clan. Our stronghold let Shatul camp there in the summers, in return for choicest pick of a chater. Chief Ogzor wanted to strengthen the bond by marrying away his daughter. Ashruka was to be my hunt wife, but that didn't happen.
What do you mean?
Ashruka refused to be traded like the choicest pick of a chater. She chose exile rather than marry me. A month later, raiders from the Reach wiped out my whole clan. Chief Ogzor took me in.
Sorry to hear about your old clan.
It was my own fault. I was more full of pride than sense back then. Shatul warned us of Reachmen they'd seen, prowling through the hills. I thought Chief Ogzor was trying to make up for Ashruka running off. Didn't pay it much mind. Then my clan was gone.
What happened to Ashruka?
Don't really know. Shatul tries not to talk about its exiles. Chief Ogzor forbade anyone from speaking of her. I think he blamed himself for pushing her away. After her mother died, Ashruka and her father were always at odds. It was inevitable.
Did you blame her for leaving?
No. I've always respected how Ashruka held her ground, and I wasn't too keen on the match. I'd known her since she was a child, so going from Uncle Lorig to husband, we call that a Valenwood marriage. But don't let a wood orc hear you say it.
Enough about the past. Earlier you mentioned Yazara. Who is that?
Chief Ogzor's mother, Shatul's wise woman, though she hates it when we call her that. It falls to her to select the candidates for chief, and she's right over there.
Good to know.
You avenged my son. I will not forget what you did for Shatul today, nor will the clan. If you are willing, I have need of someone so capable.
I'm listening.
If Shatul is to survive, there must be a new chief. Lorig is one contender. The other is Ulgesh. I want you to meet him.
Why?
Ulgesh returned from Orsinium shortly after my son's injury. He declared himself a contender, but I'm not sure why. The boy never had brains or ambition. Serving in the Orsinium Guard was my son's suggestion.
Sounds a bit fishy. Why does that matter?
Shatul needs a chief who looks out for the clan before himself. We have no walls to hide behind, only our wits and our skill herding a chater. If Ulgesh has neither, I need to know.
Right, where is he?
I sent him after Scamper, our laziest at chater. Ulgesh can explain the task. He's never been talkative, but see what you can learn as you aid each other. I'll want to speak with you when you return.
This way.
Who are you?
Refraction. Yazara sent me to help you.
I don't need your help.
Yazara insisted.
Alright, let's finish this so I can get back to the clan.
What are we finishing?
Yazara asked for a snow truffle. This lazy beast can sniff it out. But it's a two-person job. I can't keep Scamper and hunt for a snow truffle.
Why does Yazara need a snow truffle?
No clue. A potion, maybe? You scout ahead, find a truffle patch. Give a whistle. I'll send Scamper your way.
What then?
Scamper will sniff the patch. If there's a snow truffle, he'll dig it up. You grab it and bring it to Yazara. Got it?
Got it.
Scamper is fast asleep. Give him a good kick to wake him.
I'm not keen on this person. That's a scamper, eh? Right, I don't know, we're looking for snow truffles. Are you coming or what? Oh, I suppose I gotta find it. How the hell do I find a snow truffle? There's something. go this way. Hold on.
Use your nose, camper.
Take it that means no snow truffle. So if they triangulate it, then one should be... Hang on. Maybe not. So there's one there, one there.
Find the truffle patch and give me a whistle.
I'm assuming I've run past it like 10 times. Just go right around the edge and climb up here and have a look. Outside, no, we're in still, just about. It's not going to be over here. We'll just take this while we're trying to figure this out. So I'll take that. Aha. Let's get rid of this mammoth first. You see nothing. This has got to be it.
Find the truffle
Oh, for
patch and
God's
give me a
sake.
whistle.
This is shit. Maybe they only turn up each time you find one, so there's only one at a time. There you go, see? No wonder the guy was in a bad mood. Come on, come on, come on. Oh no, there's another one here already. What does that mean?
I think he found one.
Oh, at last. Don't eat it.
Scamper earned some sleep. Let's get back to Chateau.
Yeah, done with truffles, that's for sure. That's
I
good.
think he found one.
Well, yeah, I dug it up. You saw me dig it up. Here? No?
Did you find Olgesh?
Yes, he asked me to bring you this snow truffle.
Good. Give it here. Olgesh passed my test. Scamper has always required 2 people to wrangle. For Olgesh to send you back with the snow truffle tells me he learned to master his temper.
Wait, what if Uglesh had lost his temper?
He'd have tried to kill you. But you slew Urkale the Cleaver. I expect Olgesh would now be dead.
I see. What now?
Lorig and Olgesh are the only clear contenders for chief. They must enter the Bloody Knoll and duel beneath the stern gaze of Malakath. The one who emerges shall be the new chief of Chateau.
I see. Sounds like Chatel's troubles will soon be over.
I have not forgotten what you did for us. On behalf of Chateau, I name you Bloodkin. You shall always have a place among us. I already sent Lorig to the Bloody Knoll. Could you inform Olgesh he is to fight? I would do so, but I must attend to my son.
I'll inform Ulgesh.
Olgesh should be at his tent. And thank you for the snow truffle, Bloodkin. Sometimes the smallest favors are hardest to repay.
Why do we need the snow truffle?
It was my son's favorite food. His hearthwife. She has dozens of recipes. He loved them all. He won't be able to taste it. His mind, you see, there's nothing left of him. But I'll mix it into the poison so he enjoys it one last time.
Poison? What poison?
The poison I shall feed the husk that remains of his body.
It's a mercy.
No, it is me, murdering my own son.
Then why do it?
Chateau must survive. Before a new chief is chosen, the old chief must die. By the time Lorig and Olgesh reach the Bloody Knoll, the poison will finish its work. Malakath will take no offense.
I understand.
I doubt that. An orc of Chateau would truly understand. You are neither. Yet you are bloodkin to our clan, and your words give me the strength to do what must be done. Chateau must survive.
Well, if there's nothing much left of him, it is a mercy. Right, let's do this. We know where his tent is. It's over here. Is it over here? This one? Maybe
Over
not.
here. We need to talk. You looked different from inside Olgesh's helmet.
I don't understand. Who are you?
Ushruka, exiled daughter of Chief Ogzor. Soon the new chief of Chatul.
Explain.
A merchant friend keeps me informed of Chatul. When she brought word of my father's injuries, I had to return and contend for chief. Chatul must survive.
Why did you disguise yourself?
As an exile, I'm not allowed to enter Shatul. But Ulgesh is no exile. I traded him a new set of armor for his old, then returned to my clan. My own grandmother couldn't tell the difference.
Why did you sound so different when you were wearing the helmet?
The real Ulgesh has a squeak in his voice. One day he paid Morkel's forge wife to make him sound like an ogre. He always wore the helmet everywhere he went. It still smells like sweaty breeches and onions. I cleaned it 3 times. Nothing worked.
Can you even become chief?
Have you been to Orsinium? The king hammers away at traditions which keep orcs locked in squalid strongholds. He tempers us, forges us into something new, something better. I will become chief of Shatul, and in a decade, it will become tradition.
But will Shuttle accept you?
Some won't. They may challenge me, and I'll have to kill them. But when any other clan clucks about the Code of Malakath, Shatul will band together as we always do. We'll triple their rate on a Chater, a built-in blood price for the disrespect.
Do you think that it'll work?
I think we'll get rich off the Malakath zealots. That will make the king happy. And if he asks me to be his chief wife, I'll decline. But I'll offer him the chance to be my king husband.
I see. So what now?
Now I head to the Bloody Knoll. There I will kill Lorig and become chief of Shatul. For this to work, my grandmother must know my intentions. Inform her, and I swear upon my mother's memory, I will repay the favor when I am chief.
Will you pledge Shuttle's support for King Kureg?
Gladly.
Deal. What should I tell Yasara?
Tell her the truth. I don't care if she approves. She will need to prepare the clan for my success. If Malakath disapproves, he can strike me down in the Bloody Knoll. But Shatul must survive. Go. There's little time.
Right, I'll let her know. This should be interesting.
My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Ulgesh on his way?
What'd you say?
What? Ushruka was exiled from Shatul. I would never allow her to contend for chief.
That's why she posed as Uglish.
That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatul will never accept an exiled woman as chief.
Why not? Ushruka would make a great chief.
Had she become Larig's hunt wife as my son wanted, Shatul would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Larig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction.
I see. What about Lorig?
A chief who lost his entire clan to raiders from the Reach? He refused to challenge my son, to give him an honorable death under Malakath's gaze, because of friendship. No matter his prowess in battle, he is soft in the heart.
There is no other contenders in your clan.
Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Lorig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender.
I can't do that. That is not fair.
Fair? I just watched my son die. None of this is fair. The flawed blade is a test. A weak contender who survives despite this setback deserves to become chief of Shatul.
Do you really believe that that will happen?
When the blade fails, the weakest contender will most assuredly die. If she go, there is little time. Malakath favor the victor.
This is just not right. Where am I going now then? Replace Lorig or Earthshatter's sword. I don't like this. I don't like this one little bit. So the weakest one was fail. So if I replace her sword, does that mean she dies, or does that just mean the weakest one fails? We'll lose, regardless of sword. I mean, she should be chief, really. And then again, he would make a good chief, but then again, she would make a better chief because she's said she would pledge to us. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. I didn't know that was there. I was just trying to jump over into the compound, but there's some kind of endless pit there. No, I'm just going to replace his. What the hell? Doesn't really make any difference. Whoever wins, wins.
Ashruka? You have to go. If Olgesh sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgesh is in Orsinium. He sold me his armor before I came to Shatul.
No. What have you done?
Shatul must survive. Don't hold back, Lorig.
Malakath favor the victor.
Goodbye, Uncle Lorig.
Okay then. Whoa, almost forgot about that again. Yeah, that was just... Nah, I didn't like that at all. Well, we've had to decide on people dying in this game and the rest of it, but... That one, that was just dirty. That wasn't a fair fight whatsoever. Find out what happens when they're winning. Should be interesting.
You've returned. Who is the new chief of Shatul?
Ashruka was victorious.
I see. I convinced our clan that Ashruka's victory would test our faith in Malakath's favor. They'll accept her. For now. If she allows it, I shall advise her. She'll need all the help she can get.
Okay then.
You alone emerged from the bloody knoll. Did you pray to Malakath for your victory?
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Shatul, I present your new chief.
Know this, my clan. A new era begins today. The era of the Orc. At King Kurog's side, we shall lead Tamriel to greatness!
Yeah, I think this Korog is going to turn into a bit of a tyrant, but we'll see.
I know the cheers won't last. I'll need to guard against challengers from all sides, to be twice the chief my father was. But for now, this feels good. This feels right.
King Kurog wants the chief of Shatu to attend to the moot. Do I have your support?
Of course you do. I don't know if I can attend the moot myself. I should stay here until the clan gets used to the idea of me as chief. But you can tell the king that Shatul supports him absolutely.
Won't be any good if you don't turn up.
This is not justice. So now we have a new chief. Everyone is ready to forget Chief Ogzor, to ignore his murder.
What are you talking about?
Urkael the Cleaver robbed me of my husband's mind, but Glagosh is to blame. She secretly worships Boethia, the Daedric prince of murder. Her prayers brought about Chief Ogzor's death. I haven't found the proof.
And you want me to find it?
I am no longer hearthwife of Shatul. My husband's life was stolen from me by his huntwife, my own clan sister. I want justice.
Tell me what you need.
Try the Giants' camp where Chief Ogzor fell, or Lugbag. Ask what he heard the night before the attack. And search Glagosh's tent. Confront her with anything you find. I want to know what she has to say for herself.
What if I find something? How will she be punished?
Shatul travels with the Achater. We have no prisons, just the Code of Malakath. If you wrong another in the clan, you have two choices. Pay in gold or pay in blood.
What kind of evidence do you need?
I don't know. Poison, ritual sacrifice, time when she slipped away from the clan. Anything that connects her to Boethia.
Alright. Here we go again.
What happened at Firebrand Keep was downright embarrassing. Glad you
Let's
restored
do
order.
this first, which is this one, is it? No, he just came from that one. Hold on.
You're the one who helped Scamper find the snow truffle. Everyone calls him lazy, but they just don't know how to motivate him.
Rogesh said you heard something the night before Chief Ogazar died.
It's nothing. Well, Stubbs went missing that night. When I caught her out in the snow, I heard someone singing. It sounded like Glagosh, but I didn't stay to listen. If the chief's huntwife wants to sing alone at night, that's her business.
Mm-hmm. Fishy. Right, where am I going now then? So that we need to go there, search the camp. Is there another one? No? Okay, we'll search the camp first. Sure we're on target? Yep. Or I could just let the bar at the top, but... Search the camp, nobody saw anything. Really? You're coming in here? Bye-bye. Right.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife.
I had some questions. I have some questions.
Oh? About what?
I found this sword at the giant camp.
That's my hunting blade. Chief Ogzor must have grabbed it on his way to the giant camp. Careful how you handle it. The blade has a paralyzing poison on the edge.
Why would Chief Ogzar use your hunting blade?
His sword jangles. Lots of little buckles on the scabbard. But mine is quieter than a thief. I bet he didn't want to wake me the morning he was injured. Damned fool, trying to prove himself. Didn't want his hunt wife along to fight the giant.
What about the singing Lugbag heard the night before Chief Ogazar's injury?
We're a clan that travels the range. It gets boring at night. Sometimes we sing to keep up our spirits.
Lugbag was away from Shatul. He said it sounded like you.
No, that. I wasn't singing. I was chanting. I was out hunting when I nearly stumbled into a mammoth. They have poor night vision. If you chant the way the giants do, sometimes you can fool them into thinking you're not a threat.
Okay. And can you explain this book I found in your tent?
You rummaged through my tent?
I sure did.
If you weren't bloodkin, I could gut you for that. Not that my things are your business, but it's a book of battle poetry. I read them occasionally.
The book is about Boethia betraying Triniac.
It's what they preach in Orsinium, isn't it? Always wise to keep in touch with the king's politics. Better to know the old myths than sound like a bumpkin.
Right, I see.
Well, I don't. What is the point of your questions?
Rogesh thinks you're behind Chief Ogazar's death.
Yeah. The poor girl is still young. She can't accept that our husband fell in fair combat. There is no conspiracy. Just a good man who fell before his time. Tell her that.
I will go and tell her that. See what she says.
So, what did you find? What did she have to say for herself?
I found his hunting, or her hunting blade at the giant camp and a book of Boethia in her tent.
I knew it. Her hands are red with my husband's blood.
Actually, Chief Ogazar took her hunting blade to the giant camp.
Well, I don't know why he would. But you're right. His own blade was still in the tent. That means nothing. She's still a Boethia cultist. I'm sure of it.
She said she had a book to study Orsinium politics.
What does Glagosh care about Orsinium politics? The book proves her guilt. What about Lugbag? He heard something the night before my husband was struck down.
He heard her. She was chanting outside the village.
You see, a cultist chants to her Daedric prince, just like the stories. I bet she was cavorting in the moonlight. Perhaps she was chanting to ensorcel Urkale the Cleaver.
She said she was trying to calm her mammoth.
We've all seen her do that before. Of course she would say that. Followers of Boethia live only to deceive. It was Boethia worship, no matter what she says. Chief Ogzor deserves justice. Something must be done about Glagosh.
Alright, what do you propose?
This is enough evidence for me to demand the blood price from Glagosh.
It's clear you both love Chief Ogazor. If Shatul must survive, you should support her, not accuse her.
You're right. I was just so angry. If she had been there beside him, he'd still be alive. We'd still be a family. I'll speak with Glagosh. We both lost someone important to us.
Didn't feel the evidence was anywhere near strong enough. It was just... yeah, you know. Anyway, that's that sorted. Quick cycle increased to 3. Nice. Whatever that does for me. Well, it's the one that takes the health, but it's already pretty good, so... till we meet something really strong. Check nothing in this cart. Found a museum piece in one of the carts, so... Right! Who else is there that needs to be... any more chiefs? I thought there was more. Yeah, there's one here. That'll be our next one.